You know, Andy, people say that Canada has the absolute best backyard in the world.
Totally true, Chuck. With over 42 national parks and 14 World Heritage Sites, Canada rocks.
Hey, and you know what, Andy? 2011 is Parks Canada's 100th birthday.
Will I have to dress up for the party? Here's a question for you, Chuck. How do you get a boat to travel either up a hill or down a hill?
Oh, come on. I thought boats just floated, Andy.
And you would be correct. But in a canal with a lock, a boat can float uphill or it can float downhill.
Hey, wait a sec, Andy. Now you're talking about canals and locks? I thought we were talking about boats.
We're talking about the Rideau Canal in Ottawa, Chuck. It's the oldest working canal in North America, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
I see here that the Rideau Canal connects Ottawa, Canada's capital on the Ottawa River, to Kingston, Ontario, which was the old capital of Canada.
Correct. It opened in 1832. It took quite a few years to build. Back then, they wanted to make sure they could get military supplies and cargo safely to Ottawa and keep it away from the Americans.
Oh yeah, the Americans didn't really like the Canadians too much back then, but that's a different story. So what about those locks?
A lock is really just a series of tanks. The boat drives in and the lock is closed. Then, you either let water in or let water out from the other lock so that the boat rises up or drops down.
That's a lot easier than portaging a canoe around a set of rapids.
You can say that again, brother. The Rideau Canal became a huge success because at the time, the St. Lawrence River had so many rapids. It was a lot easier to use the Rideau Canal.
After a series of locks were built on the St. Lawrence, the Rideau Canal kind of went out of use.
But some smart folks back in 1925 designated the Rideau Canal a National Historic Site.
And that's because it was the best preserved example of 19th century canal building technology.
And Parks Canada runs it as a recreational waterway because it still works today. Amazing! But do you know what I love most about the Rideau Canal, Chuck?
Do tell.
In the winter, the section of the canal that goes through the center of Ottawa officially becomes the world's largest skating rink.
It stretches almost 8 kilometers. That's almost 90 Olympic-sized hockey rinks.
And it's one of the only places I know where you can buy beaver tails to eat.
Don't worry. They're not real beaver tails. They're fried dough with sugar.
And are they ever good with a steaming cup of hot chocolate after a short 8-kilometer skate?